The way to heal others is to feel the power of the mantra. To feel the power of the mantra, you have to let go and kill your own personal power. So most people do healing via techniques, and doctors are always working with symptoms of the disease. Since the doctors, they will cut out one thing or they'll give you an antibiotic or something, and everything has got a side effect and it keeps on moving from one stage to another. You treat one thing, then when you're repairing the first thing, the second thing gets broken. The antidepressants that people are taking to be happy impacts the liver or the kidneys, and then they are left in a zoned out zone. They are not really feeling happy or unhappy. They just go through life, and it also impacts your kidneys and liver. So you start getting bad skin, because if your organs of filtration are not working well, then skin has to take over that process. So the way it starts off is very, very simple. You see something, you want it, or you don't want it, or in life all the time something is happening to you and something happens and you don't judge it to be a blessing. So we have got a very small amount of free will, but we have got a lot of freedom in our thinking ways. Free will we don't have, because today and tomorrow most probably you're going to wake up in the same body, with the same parents, with the same passport, probably on the same planet. So how much of free will is in that you have during this lifetime? Not much. But free thinking in terms of how you are going to be accepting the blessing that is life, that's a different story. For that, you have total control. So something happens on the planet, and in the planet, always time, everything is, the cars are moving, the planet is moving, the universe is moving. And these speeds, the car speeds are still relative, but the speeds of the planets and the universe are so huge that our mind cannot accommodate them. So we think that things are static, and we would like certain results and would like those results to be retained. But everything is changing. Sometimes changes will come that we will just to be good, sometimes bad. But we have to be identifying the one who enjoys the ups and downs, rather identifying with the up and down. That's the simple trick. In order to do that, we have to be able to understand that through our eyes, the world that we are seeing will have things that we can end up in judgment. Oh, this was good or bad. Now something happens and we say, oh, supposing there was a job loss, and we'd say, oh, this was a bad thing. So that thought, something happened, we gave it a thought. The thought is just a picture in our head, and we identify, no, it's a bad thing. It's leading me to a lot of stress. It's leading us to stress because we don't recognize it as a blessing. Blessings we want more and more. Never-ending stream of blessings we want. We want this, we want that, etc. But something happens that we don't consider to be a blessing. Well, it is a blessing, of course. There is nothing but blessings on the planet. It can look like anything, but everything that is happening, has happened, will happen, is a blessing. So something has happened. We do not consider it to be a blessing. It becomes pain in our heart. Why did this happen? How did this happen? If there is a God, then why is this happening? And then that blessing and that pain in the heart can become grief in the lungs, and it can become so that we don't want to be breathing in and out. Basically, I don't want this life. So your lungs are impacted. You don't want to be breathing, because our breathing is the first and the last act on the planet, connecting the physical body with the spiritual or the astral body, that you can call it. And now that the breathing is, you don't want to take it, so your lungs are impacted. And then after some time, your anger, why did this happen, becomes your, impacts your liver. And whatever you have anger at goes down in your kidneys and becomes fear. And once your liver and your kidneys are not working, then the filtration process is not happening, and your skin has to show, is raising a red flag. Hey, notice me, that there's something wrong with your inner universe. So that's how it works. Then stomach is, of course, your acceptance of things happening or not happening in your life. Your spine is your stress levels also. Your shoulders is your responsibility. So every place in your body has got a corresponding emotion to it. The stomach, if you are not letting off, the stomach, someone is asking why is this year in unlucky year? Because we focus only on ourselves and we see everything as, oh, I want this, that's this, but things will come and things will come. We got a life and someday we will give back the life. But all we retain is our adventures on this planet. So all these emotions, they can get trapped in our body, but these emotions started off as a thought. I want this or I don't want it. It becomes pain in the heart. It becomes anger in the liver. It becomes consequently fear in the kidneys. Then the stomach can go up, become like, I want to be defending myself, or it can be even in times when the food is there everywhere. We can be thinking, oh, I need more food, so maybe tomorrow's day is going to be famine. I might not. So people start collecting all this extra stuff around the stomach. So all emotional outbursts, and it's very directly related. People can be in emotional pain so much that they can have heart attacks. Direct. So all emotions get reflected in our body, and body is just a vehicle, but it also shows your inner balance. Especially your balance is shown by your smiling eyes and your smiling heart. So when we pray, we are praying to a higher self, a higher entity, that we hope has got a plan of action to counteract all the absurdities on the planet. And right now the planet is going through a lot of absurdities. I was watching some serial and it was showing people in New York, young ladies making more than $2,000 an hour. And the lady who was head of this ring, on which some politicians had been caught, was giving an interview, and the interview was basically, how can we not do it? It is money. And all these people who just are in this mode, it is for money, and they head rules because head thinks that the money is happiness. The head thinks wants more and more things. And because things can be got from money, the assumption goes out is that money is happiness, and a person is born for happiness, so a person can do anything for happiness. And everyone, therefore, most of the people are in a consumer mode of I want, I want, I want. And the external world reinforces that by statements like, buy this, then you will be happy. Invest in the crypto and it will go up 100 times and then you will be happy. Buy a house and it will become more, invest in this and it will become happy. Do this and you will become happy. Buy an electric car and you will be happy. How? There is no direct correlation. If having more money and things was to make people happy, then America and North America in general will not be having such a high state of antidepressants. And even alcohol and mindless sex on Tinder, etc. It is all addictions to negate out a depression. A depression born out of feeling I am alone, I am weak, I am isolated, and at the end of it is the universe is absurd. I'm going to live for myself. What's in it for me? I live only for my body, and my body has got 5 organs of feelings and senses, and I live for my senses because I don't see a God. And I certainly don't see a God who is just and giving. So people are angry. And 90% of the time, people who say that they are angry or don't trust in a God, they're angry at their own parents. And by being angry at their parents, they're angry at the source of life. And when they are angry at the source of life, they're angry at life. And life is nothing but God. Because God is everything that has happened and not happened. God is everyone in your life that you have met and you have not met. God is everything that you have sensed and not sensed. In its totality, everything that you see and you don't see is the universe. The universe is Brahma. Brahma is another name for God. But of course, our puny mind cannot accept this infinity of everything seen and unseen. Just like we cannot work out or think that the universe is moving at a huge speed, that the earth is rotating at a huge speed. And if it wasn't for gravity, the love of Mother Earth for us, which is holding us down, we would be flying off and there will be no life on the planet. We do not see the love of God because we don't appreciate our life, and life is God. Life is the ultimate face of God. Life, the fact that you are alive on this planet with the magical ability to help others. If you cannot do anything, you just pray for others. No money spent, not much of an effort. All you did was you repeated a prayer. A prayer that gets repeated is a mantra. And all prayers invoke the name of God in some form. And all prayers sing the glory of God. The glory of God can be, oh God, you are so magnificent. The glory of God can be, I am your servant. The glory of God can be, Timui partner nasteashi, sexually, unisexually. You are my partner, you are my loved one, sexually and asexually. So that even sex comes into religion, if you want to say that. That's pure tantra. But in this, you see everyone as God, including your wife or husband. You see everything and everyone as God, and you love everything and everyone. You don't have, oh, I only love chocolate. You see chocolate, you love the end result of chocolate. You're equanimous. В этом состоянии ты видишь шоколад превращается в отход, и ты ровный. Ты видишь шоколад в Г, и также видишь в Г навоз шоколад. You see in the fertilizer the food that you eat, and you see the fertilizer in the food. So you're equanimous. seeing that it's all a cycle and it's all a phase of life, aka God in its fullest sense. So when someone is alive and having this God experience of life, когда мы живем и у нас происходит это ощущение жизни, то есть ощущение божественного явления на земле. When this God experience of life is happening with us, 99% of the people will say, where is God? Where is God? Where is God? While having this experience. That is where the obscurity, that's where the final obscurity comes in. Самая последняя абсурдная точка. Это люди, которые ощущая божественный опыт жизни, который является лицом и доказательством Бога, ищут опыт Бога. While alive, people are looking for some tangible proof of God. While alive, not understanding that being alive is the ultimate evidence. The fact that you are alive means that there is a creator God who has created this magical consolidation of atoms, which is you. This power to see, this power to feel, this power to think, this power to imagine whatever you want. In a universe where 99.99% everything is just emptiness. If all the matter on the planet was to be taken and put together, all the atoms were to be brought together, the earth would be like a golf ball. But we don't see it as such. So that's why having the God experience flowing through us with our five senses, etc., we start to see only, oh, I think there is no God. While the person who understands this, you all are going to be seeing the other person who says, where is God? The self-realized people look at the person who is asking, where is God? But yes, you are alive. So you are experiencing life and life is God. No, where is God? I want a Mr. God. I want Mr. Jesus, whether it was proof or not. I want Mr. Shiva to be introducing me to Mr. Jesus, and then Mr. Krishna will be doing this, and he will be teaching me. He will be the guru, and then Mr. Buddha will teach me meditation and all that. Not understanding that the magic of godliness, which you call life, connects you to Buddha, to Rama, to Krishna, to Jesus, but also to Hitler, Genghis Khan, everything and everyone that was activated, is activated, will be activated. It's just one huge ocean of different waves. And meditation means that instead of the wave, you focus on the ocean of eternity and infinite love in your heart. Because that's where God lives. In your head is only thoughts, and being pragmatical, everything for money, money, money. The head is good in sometimes in thinking, I want money, this is how I can make money. So all our society is full of all the news. This person made a lot of money, so he's genius. This person did like this and he is genius. And this person did like that. And it's all from the head. These people were able to use their heads and they had the blessings of God so that they made money and now they are our heroes. But Buddha had to leave the palace to get spiritual abundance. He was a prince, he left. Rama willingly went into the forest, leaving his kingdom for his brother. All the people that you see have so much amount of money and this, and the people that even I probably at times may be jealous of, you have to have pity and sympathy for them. because we all came to this planet to do these acts of love, etc. And then our head started to overtake it. It's like our head became the steering system and our hearts closed up because our head has got thoughts. Oh, I want more money. Of course, I don't have as much money as the other people. So I think I'm unlucky. I don't have the same amount of sex as the other people. And I think I'm unlucky. Whatever, all these unlucky things, then they close the heart and we stop living and working from the heart. And when we don't live from the heart, we feel even more poorer. And to sublimate and to compensate for it, we start to try to say that we will have more money. But if that was the case, why would people be dying of overdose deaths and opiates and painkillers and antidepressants and so much high levels of stress and things in North America? People in Thailand would just be, or India would just bond open eye. Oh my God, what level of poverty I have, and they'll be killing themselves off. But that doesn't happen. Because no matter where you are, how you are, you have the gift of God. You have God inside you when you are alive. And probably even when you're not alive, you still have God inside you. Because you are still something. And everything that is there is from God, and everything that is not there is also from the Creator. But being in the wave in the ocean, constantly saying, what is water and where is ocean? What is water, where is ocean? What is water, where is ocean? Okay, that's up to you. You have the prerogative. But meditation means you go beyond the surface of being the wave. And that means identifying and thinking, I am this name, I have this face, and this is my life story. And that's the most important thing. These are things that have happened, and I'm going to keep them in my heart, and I want some things to be repeated, and I want some things to be. No, you are having the experience of life, so you have the divine power inside. У тебя есть опыт жизни, активизированный сейчас, ты же живой. Значит, что есть Бог и божество внутри тебя активизировано. So now understanding that everything and everyone is from the same creator, everything is divine, but the thoughts in your head are owned by you. Кроме мыслей в голове, они могут быть какие угодно. Это тебе позволяется. You are allowed to have whatever thoughts you want to have. If your acts are acts of love, then you have abundance and you have fulfilled your self-realization. Если у тебя акты самопожертвования как Иисус для других, как Шива для других, ты самореализован. Если твои акты, я хочу этого, чтобы я был более счастливым, you're living for your body and five senses, whatever name and face story is, then you are poorest of the poor, even if you have thousands of jets and millions of houses and billions of dollars. So right now, acknowledge the fact that you're alive. Осознайте, что вы живая, и это опыт, ощущение, что вы живой, это и есть Бог, доказательство которого все люди ищут. And use the mantra. The mantra is the name of the God. The mantra is a prayer. Prayers are name of God, acts of God, and always saying, God, how magnificent you are. Все молитвы являются либо имя Бога, либо напоминание какой-то великолепный. Now, do you think that God is there? Mr. Shiva is really interested. This person has not said my name. He has not said how great I am, so I'm going to punish him. Or Jesus is really concerned on the cross. Oh my God, these people are not saying my names, this, etc. They are not saying that I'm the Son of Man, or they don't believe in me and I'm going to feel bad about it. You really think Krishna is saying, how dare they not notice my teachings? Do you think that Krishna or any of the Mr. gods that we have created, Mr. Buddha is angry? Why you don't meditate like him? Taina, sto mi pa qualim boga et tosto bojes vani atributiv nutri nas будет возбуждаться, пробуждаться, когда мы эти мантры и молитвы читаем. When we say a prayer, singing the glory and the name of the God, the godliness in us is awakened and activated. So when I will be saying the mantra Om Trambakam Yadamahi, it is the Maha mantra, Maha Mrityunjaya mantra. So it is the mega prayer to take us beyond the fear of death, presented to us by the Lord Shiva, the one with the third eye, the real intuition that we are infinite selves, locked in small bodies for the God experience on this planet. Feel the vibration. How you will say the mantra is not so important. The intention to activate the infinity of healing God inside you is important. Now, as a healing God, you are an instrument and you are using the blessings of Shiva to help others. And in the process, you will be healed because your heart will be open when you are sending the mantra to others and awakening God's glory inside you. Когда мы поем молитвы постоянно, это становится мантра. Мантра, когда постоянная вибрация в сердце. The vibration of the mantra in your heart will unlock your divine powers, awaken and activate that which is sleeping inside every one of us, because we are using the head, and our head is always looking for profit and money. But our head only wants, and our heart only knows how to give. So activate your heart with the mantra. See the other person either as happy, smiling. See the other person. Визуализируйте, что другой человек улыбается. See your heart sending love as a golden ray. Визуализируйте, что от вашего сердца уходит лучи любви всем людям. See your heart as a church sending love. Third technique I'm going to be giving to you today. Я сегодня поделюсь с вами 3 темы мистические, чтобы мантра работала. Вы видите Бога с закрытыми глазами. Вы должны визуализировать Шива с закрытыми глазами. За глазами. The third secret that I'm sharing today is you will be seeing Shiva or Jesus or Buddha, whichever form of God you like, with closed eyes in front of your eyes, and then feeling the mantra. And you will feel the power of the mantra. And you're sending it to all the people who need help today. Diana looking for a job. Natasha, Ira, Olga, everyone that you know and you don't know. Closing eyes, think of Shiva and feel the mantra flowing through you so that your body and your senses are just instruments of spreading love. Om Trambakam Vedami, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urvarupnal Mitir Mukshim Amrita. Om Trambakam Vedami, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urvarupnal Mitir Mukshim Amrita. Om Trambakam Vedami, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urvarupnal Mitir Mukshim Amrita. Om Trambakam Vedami, सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्नान् मृत्युर्मुक्षेमामृतात्. Now dissolve and become a blessing of the infinity of love that we know as Shiva, and see with closed eyes Shiva, the blue meditating God, blessing you to be an instrument of spreading love, light and laughter. Visualizate Shiva как сильный Бог медитации и энергии. Благословляю вас, что вы излучаете благословение всем и всему, и самое главное, видеть его с закрытыми глазами перед глазами. The most important thing, seeing Shiva with closed eyes, and now receiving his grace and becoming a spreader of mantra energy. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Dissolve, restore it is what the process. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukna Mrityur Mokshim Amratat. Om. Keep on receiving the blessings. Keep on seeing God, Shiva, Guru, Babaji, Buddha, Jesus, any form of God that you like with your closed eyes. Keep on seeing him so that the flow, your intellect is totally identified with the mystical power of life, God, Creator. Закрытыми глазами продолжайте видеть Бога в любом форме, который вам удобно. Излучайте любви от своего сердца. So that your whole universe of thoughts and your body is full of golden love of God. Spreading love, you become one with God. So that your inner universe is full of golden light. Vaše sjote la polin любви, радости и ясности. Dissolve your pain, fear, anger, any residual pain, fear, anger in the gong vibration. Om Trambakam Yadamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshim Amritat. 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 Om Shan Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva Prerina, Om Namo Shiva Priti, Om Namo Shiva Jin, Om Namo Shiva Gali, Om Namo Shiva Hayat, Om Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva Chaz, Om Namo Shiva Heder, Om Namo Shiva Vera, Om Namo Shiva Rita, Om Namo Shiva Sveta, Om Namo Shiva Marita, Om Namo Shiva Rose, Om Namo Shiva Cat, Om Namo Shiva Ina, Om Trambakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyadhanam, Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshim Amritat. Om Namo Shiva Ki. Bless yourself. Благословите себя как инструмент в руках Божества, чтобы распространить любовь, радость, ясность. Вы сами являетесь и служите доказательством присутствия Бога на земле. We are all evidence of the quality of the Creator, which is pure, unconditional love for everything and everyone. So that we stop looking for love in our life, but we become givers of love for others. We start living with the heart instead of living with the head. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.